Picture this. What if there was a mathematical equation that could predict the absolute exact energy an electron can have inside an atom? And we're not talking about just any random amount of energy here. We're talking about very specific, highly special energy values. Well, welcome to today's explainer. Today we are unpacking something truly mind-bending. We're going to explore eigenvalues and eigenfunctions, the hidden language of quantum physics, and we'll see exactly how the universe dictates the fundamental building blocks of, well, all matter. So it really all boils down to one massive question. How exactly does nature choose these specific energy values? I mean, it's a huge mystery, but the answer actually lies in two mathematical concepts. They're called eigenvalues and eigenfunctions. Now I know, those words might sound a little intimidating at first glance, maybe a bit too academic, but stick with me, because they're literally the secret language that quantum physics uses to describe our reality. And today, we're going to understand them visually. No drowning in complicated math, I promise.
Okay, let's dive into this. To get a feel for how this works, think about a piano. Imagine you just popped the top off a piano and started pressing your finger down on random spots along a string. What happens? Honestly, you just get a dull thud or random noise, right? Most of those random positions don't produce a stable, recognizable note. But if you press an actual key, the mechanism strikes the string in the exact perfect spot, and this beautiful, clear sound emerges. Well, guess what? Nature works in almost the exact same way. Down inside an atom, electrons can't just have this chaotic free-for-all of random energy. Only certain, stable energy notes are actually allowed to exist. And those allowed energy notes, they have a very special name in physics. We call them eigenvalues. So when you hear eigenvalue, just think of it as a specific permitted energy value that nature basically signs off on inside an atom. Anytime you have a perfectly stable quantum state, an atom that's just chilling and not falling apart, it's resting right on one of those permitted eigenvalues. But here's the catch. An energy value doesn't just magically appear out of thin air, right? It needs a physical structure to create it. And that is where eigenfunctions come in. An eigenfunction is basically the specific pattern or the exact wave shape that physically produces that allowed energy. These two concepts, they're a package deal. They work together in perfect harmony. The eigenfunctions are the underlying physical patterns, like the blueprint of quantum reality, and the eigenvalues are the resulting energy measurements of those exact patterns. Together, they map out every single stable quantum state in the universe. Now, to really wrap our heads around how we find these values, we got to look at how quantum mechanics actually does the math. See, in our everyday classical world, if you want to find the energy of a moving baseball, you just measure it directly. But in the quantum world, we can't do that. Instead, we have to use these mathematical machines called operators. Think of an operator as a specialized tool that measures a physical quantity for us. You literally feed a quantum wave into this mathematical machine, and it processes it to do the measuring for you. So, when we specifically want to measure the total energy of a system, which is obviously a big deal in physics, we use a very special mathematical machine called the Hamiltonian operator. And guys, this is where the math practically turns into magic. When the Hamiltonian operator acts on one of those special eigenfunction waves we talked about, it doesn't scramble it up, it doesn't spit out some totally unrecognizable messy wave. No, it leaves the wave's shape completely intact and simply multiplies it by a number. And yep, you guessed it, that resulting number is our eigenvalue. Which brings us to an absolute heavyweight in the physics world. We are looking at one of the most famous, most important equations in all of quantum mechanics. H hat psi equals E psi. I mean, it looks incredibly simple, right? Just a handful of symbols. But this one elegant little line of math ties together literally everything we've been talking about regarding the very foundations of reality. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how perfectly this all breaks down. Let's decode it. On the left side, we've got H hat. That's our Hamiltonian operator, our mathematical measuring machine. It's acting on psi, that pitchfork-looking Greek letter, which is our eigenfunction. Now look really closely at both sides. Psi is on the left, and boom, it's right there again on the right. The wave stays exactly the same, representing a perfectly stable quantum state. The only difference is that on the right side, it's been scaled, or multiplied by E, and E is our eigenvalue, the allowed energy value. So the machine measured the wave, spat out the energy number, and left the wave itself completely untouched. How cool is that? Let's ground this with another analogy. Picture somebody plucking a guitar string. Because the string is tied down at both ends, you can't just get any random vibration or wiggle to stick around. Only certain standing waves actually survive, and each of those standing waves produces a very specific musical note.
Well, a quantum particle behaves exactly the same way. Electrons form these standing matter waves around a nucleus. Each allowed standing wave is an eigenfunction, and the specific energy it has, that's your eigenvalue. So atoms are essentially like tiny, perfectly tuned musical instruments, playing only the specific notes that nature allows.
We can actually see this perfectly in action with hydrogen, the simplest atom in the universe. If you take that Schrödinger equation we just decoded and solve it for hydrogen, something absolutely incredible happens. You don't get a chaotic mass of infinite random energies. No way. It beautifully yields these specific, famous energy levels. Step 1 is the ground state, which is the lowest possible energy. Give it a little bump, and it jumps to step 2, the first excited state, and then up to step 3, the second excited state. Each of these distinct levels corresponds to a totally different eigenfunction. Actually, if you've ever taken a chemistry class, you've seen this. These are the exact atomic orbitals, like those 1s, 2s, and 2p clouds, that dictate how all matter interacts.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, cool math, but why does this matter to me? Well, these concepts aren't just fun, abstract puzzles for physicists to solve on a chalkboard. They literally explain why atoms remain stable and why electrons don't just instantly crash into the nucleus. Without eigenvalues keeping atoms stable, absolutely none of our modern technology would exist. Think about it. Lasers only work because electrons are jumping between exact, specific eigenvalues. Solar panels, MRI machines, the microchips inside the screen you're literally watching this on, even the mind-bending potential of quantum computers. The whole shebang is entirely powered by this underlying quantum math. And that brings us to the really big picture here. Let's zoom out for a second. Every measurable quantity in quantum mechanics has its own rulebook. It's not just about energy. If you want to measure momentum, there's a momentum operator for that. Angular momentum, you use the angular momentum operator. Spin, there's a spin operator. Every single measurable thing in physics uses its own mathematical machine, and every single one of those machines has its own unique set of eigenvalues and eigenfunctions. Together, they form the complete mathematical language that describes reality itself, from tiny subatomic particles all the way up to giant galaxies. So to really sum this all up, it boils down to this. Nature doesn't allow every possibility. It selects special states, special patterns, special energies. When you first look at an equation like h hat psi equals E psi, it's really easy to just see dry, abstract math. But in reality, it's telling us something so profound about how our universe works. Those special patterns are the eigenfunctions. Those allowed values are the eigenvalues. And together, they are literally the key to unlocking the hidden structure of the entire quantum world. Which leaves us with one final, incredibly deep mystery to ponder long after this explainer is over. We know the math works, right? We know exactly how to use it to build all this amazing tech. But if the universe strictly limits itself to only allowing certain energy levels, what actually determines those rules? Why is reality fenced in?